Animal intestines and stomach, often categorized as offal, can be a controversial food choice for many, with their distinct texture and smell acting as significant barriers to their widespread appeal. For those unfamiliar with the concept of consuming organ meats, the idea of eating the intestines or stomach lining of an animal can be both unfamiliar and unsettling. The texture is often described as chewy, slippery, or gelatinous, which is a stark contrast to the tender and lean cuts of muscle meat that most people are accustomed to. And then there's the smell, strong, pungent, and sometimes even unpleasant. The odor of offal, particularly intestines and stomach, can be quite intense, evoking feelings of discomfort and reluctance in those who are not used to it. For many, these characteristics alone are enough to make them turn away from these parts of the animal, even though they are packed with nutritional benefits. Despite these challenges, animal intestines and stomach offer a surprising range of nutritional advantages that make them worth considering, especially for those interested in maximizing their intake of collagen, vitamins, and minerals. One of the most significant benefits of consuming these organ meats is their high collagen content. Collagen is a structural protein that plays a critical role in the health of our skin, joints, and connective tissues. By incorporating collagen-rich foods like intestines and stomach into the diet, individuals can support their joint health, improve skin elasticity, and potentially reduce the appearance of wrinkles. For those who struggle with joint pain or are looking to maintain healthy skin as they age, animal intestines and stomach can be an excellent addition to the diet. In addition to collagen, these organ meats are also rich in B vitamins, particularly B12, which is essential for energy production, brain function, and the formation of red blood cells. Vitamin B12 is primarily found in animal-based foods, making it an especially valuable nutrient for those following a traditional diet. Animal intestines and stomach also provide other essential nutrients like iron, zinc, and phosphorus, which contribute to immune function, bone health, and overall vitality. The nutrient density of these offal cuts means that they pack a punch in terms of supporting the body's various systems, offering a concentrated source of important vitamins and minerals that are often harder to come by in more common cuts of meat. However, the appeal of these organs is often overshadowed by the texture and smell that many find difficult to tolerate. The texture of intestines and stomach can be a major deterrent for people who are unfamiliar with organ meats. The intestines are often slimy or rubbery, with a consistency that is far from the tender, juicy texture that many expect from meat. The stomach lining, while more tender, can still present a chewy, sometimes spongy texture that can be unappealing. This unique texture is a big part of the reason why animal intestines and stomach are not commonly served in mainstream dishes. Many people simply don't find the consistency of offal to be pleasurable, especially when compared to more familiar cuts of meat. The smell of offal is another barrier that prevents people from embracing these parts of the animal. The strong, often metallic odor of intestines and stomach can be overwhelming, especially for those who are not used to working with offal. Even when properly cleaned and prepared, the smell can still persist, making it a challenging ingredient to work with. The pungency of the odor is often tied to the high fat content and the fact that these organs are involved in digestion and waste removal in the animal's body. This can give them a distinctive, sometimes gamey aroma that many find unpleasant, even if the taste itself is mild. For individuals who are particularly sensitive to smells, this might be the biggest hurdle to overcome when considering eating animal intestines and stomach. Despite these challenges, animal intestines and stomach are widely enjoyed in various cultures around the world, where they are prepared in a variety of ways to highlight their unique flavor and texture. In countries like Mexico, Greece, and parts of Asia, dishes like tripe stew, menudo, and chitlins are staples of traditional cuisine. When prepared correctly, these dishes can be rich, hearty, and flavorful, with the texture of the intestines or stomach blending seamlessly with the seasonings and other ingredients. Cooking methods such as slow braising, stewing, or grilling can also help to tenderize the texture, making it more palatable for those who might otherwise find it too chewy or rubbery. Additionally, the use of aromatic herbs and spices, such as garlic, onion, ginger, and chilies, can help mask or complement the awful strong smell, transforming it into a savory, well-balanced dish. For those who are open to trying animal intestines and stomach, there are a few things to keep in mind. First, the organs should be properly cleaned and prepared to ensure that any residual odor or impurities are removed. This often involves soaking the intestines in vinegar or salt water and thoroughly rinsing them before cooking. In some recipes, the stomach lining may be blanched or parboiled before being added to a dish to improve its texture and reduce its strong flavor. Once prepared, the organs can be seasoned generously to bring out their natural flavors and make them more enjoyable to eat. Pairing them with acidic ingredients like tomatoes or citrus can also help balance their richness and reduce the heaviness of the flavor.